Hi there, this is Michael Kies, and today I'm excited to share with you how to improve your listing ratio to your sales ratio so you have fewer properties withdrawn and you have many happy sellers. And the people who get this wrong have been in a market where you just list and sell and you wait for the buyers to come along. But now that things have changed, the sales are dropping and they've no idea on how to entice buyers to act without a simple question like, would you like to make an offer? You will never use this question again because the people who get this right know that good questions are the answers and they are doing great things in normal and tough markets. You can increase your sales and your list to sell ratio easily by following these suggestions. Relationships sell. In this age of technology, I ask how many buyers are you calling each day who have maybe not looked at anything for a couple of months? They're old buyers and a lot of people don't call them. Well, from now on, you're going to start calling these people. People love a call. And if it's handled the right way, you can create sales. I'm going to say that again. If it's handled the right way, you will create sales. Now, if you've got a listing at the moment, or if you've got listings that have been on the market for 21 days at the current price, you've got to reduce the price. So I want you to go through your stock and make a list of properties that need to be reduced, and then go and see the owners and get them reduced. Once you have the price reduction, start calling buyers in an enthusiastic way by saying, that property you looked at 3 weeks ago has just been reduced to $650,000. And I thought you had to be the first to know because it's now great value at this price. Don't you agree? Do not rely on the internet to let people know about price change. It's much more powerful when you call the buyers, as you cannot convey the enthusiasm with the internet. By doing this, you are building relationships with people now and into the future, because these people will sell their house in the next 5 to 10 years probably, and they will remember that you followed them up and that you treated them like a person, not just a number off the internet. There's an old saying, you can't sell to strangers, so you've got to have good relationship building skills, and then you've got to have good negotiation skills to back it up. Buyers will like you even more when you're able to lead them to make a decision without ever asking them for an offer. So let's assume you have the buyer excited about the property you've just reduced. Then the next step is to qualify, which you should have already done, and then you get them through the property. And you lead them to buy this property by using the following sequence of questions. Remember, the more time they spend on the property, it's a great sign that they are really serious, that they're getting serious about the property. And if they don't spend much time there, they're more than likely, when you ask this question, how do you feel about the property? They're going to say, no, don't like it. Well, they are probably, I can assure you now, if they don't like the property, they are not going to buy it. But if you ask the question, or when you ask the question, how do you feel about this property? And they say, look, we could be interested. Then ask with a smile in your voice, well, why don't you buy it? This is a nice little negative close and works a treat. And after you ask this question, remain silent. Don't say a word, let them speak first. I don't care how long the silence goes, let them speak first, because they are thinking about whether they really want to buy it or not. In 80% of these situations, they'll still want to think it over. And if that's the case, book another appointment. Now, if they want to come back the next day or within 48 hours or a couple of days, they are serious. But if they say, look, we'll come back next month, they're not serious. They're a total waste of time. If they still want to think it over after another inspection, then use this to lead them to make a decision. You wouldn't be telling me you want to think it over unless you're seriously considering moving into this property, would you? And you're not just saying that to get rid of me, are you? So I can clarify my thinking. What is it that you want to think over? Could it possibly be the location, the size of the house, the size of the allotment? And when you find an objection, you overcome that objection and you move on. And if they still want to think it over, you ask this question. You say, could it possibly be the price? And if they say it's the price, you say, what about the price? And if they say it's the price, you ask, what about the price? And they're going to say something like, well, the price is too high. Say, how much too high do you think it is? And if they say, well, we figure it's about $20,000 too high, You say, look, I can't promise this, but if the owner could afford to accept $20,000 less, will you buy this property? Now that's a sharp angle close, and then you move into the hope price sequence to get the buyers up off of that hope price. Can you see how you build a relationship and how you're leading these buyers to make a decision that is right for them? Because buyers don't want to spend all their time looking for properties. They want somebody to help them to make the decision. They want a friend to come along, put their arm around them and say, look, come on, it's okay for you to buy this property. So selling is all about building relationships. And when there's more properties for sale than buyers, you've got to be in a situation to build a relationship with the buyers. When there are more buyers than sellers, you don't have to build relationships with buyers. Although it's a good investment in the future when you do, because when you build those relationships with buyers, they will remember you into the future. If you'd like to find out more, go to michaelkies.com.au where you'll find free training there. Wishing you every success in real estate. Until next time, this is Michael Kies.